in our horrible lighting. I'm sorry, guys. I wish that it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
Makes us look like we're like, I don't know.
Orange glow monsters?
Yeah, it's so bad. But we are at our house today. Tyler had to work a little late. We didn't want to skip the live, so we decided to just do a little chat with you. Plus, so much
we are
drama
putting
happened.
so much effort into our videos lately. We're trying very hard.
Yeah, we are spending a little bit more time, which is cutting into our time for other things. But we wanted to chat with you because so much stuff has happened in the community today. Like, whoa.
Can I ask a question? There's quite a few people already here.
Sharon's definitely here.
Did literally anyone make a sale today?
So I'm not
anyone?
Sure.
I've heard of anyone making one.
I don't know. So I will say that Tuesdays, if you guys saw my video where I did my pricing, Tuesdays is my day where I send out offer to likers. I send out 30% offers, or if I'm feeling more generous, like I was today, I did 30% with $5 shipping.
Oh, good for you.
Ooh, 3. All right. So I did have some people accepting my offers during that time, which I don't think that qualified. But I also had a few people submit offers to me, and I was unaware that apparently if a buyer submitted an offer, they were given free shipping. I did not say that in the terms and conditions, so I may have been snarky and shouldn't have been. I basically said, like, hey, I can't take this offer at the price you offered. They offered me $15. My lowest was $20. So I said, I can lower this to $20 though, and you should get free shipping during the discount or during the free shipping hour. And they were like, I'm only willing to pay $15. I'm like, well, right, but 15 plus 8 and 20 with free ship, And they were like, no, I only want to pay $15. I'm like, this is weird. And I didn't find out until later. So
we made some sales today. We're packing them up now, but I don't think we made a single sale from the free shipping debacle on Poshmark.
Yeah. So, I mean, first of all, how did you guys feel about the fact that we were given a notification 2 hours in advance? And then it was the only way I think people found out was that notification. And then the bar at the top, that's the only notifications I saw. So I'm curious how everyone felt about that. Because I thought that the early notification actually made it worse. Because during the workday, you're going to get busy. You're going to get confused. You're going to forget. 1 hour is not enough time to shop. And I wish that offers were available. Like, I wish we could send out offers and it include free shipping during that time. So I feel like we would make way more sales that way.
Yeah.
So I am curious how everybody else felt. I mean, I'm excited that this might be like a thing that they're going to do is free shipping, but on only full price sales. Yeah, exactly. Only full price sales isn't going to work. So waiting to see if anybody. I feel kind of bad. I know that you guys are used to our live throws, and we'll be back to those soon.
Deal with it, please.
Our first item that we are shipping out is a Bowden blazer. It is so cute. As you know, we love Bowden over here. This sold for $35. It is a size 6 petite. Super cute. I think that people are starting to shop for business stuff again.
Work in office again?
Yeah.
Is it? Because I really don't want to go back to the office.
No, but I started reselling. Blazer section was my jam. Like, I was in it all the time. I always found stuff. But then when COVID hit, the blazers kind of died out. They weren't selling. They were sitting for me. And I kind of just don't really check that section that much. But you got your best item ever in blazers.
I did. The best item for our entire closet was in blazers, the Chanel jacket.
Yeah. So I'm excited that it's back.
Is it the best item if it's never actually sold?
Oh, I mean, that's true. We still have the Chanel jacket in our closet right now. But
because we've had high dollar items that have sold and sold fast.
I don't think I can hear you when you walk away like that. But yes, that is true. If you are here, I see Sharon. If anybody else is here, let us know you're here. We are talking about the Poshmark free shipping hour and also packaging sales. Tuesdays is offer day, so we usually have a few, which is good.
Your sales have actually picked up, thankfully.
Oh, thank God. March, thank you, Lord. We are definitely seeing more sales. I'm hoping that when I do my reseller recap and give you the March numbers, that I'm actually closer to hitting my goal than January, February. Let's pray. But as of right now,
you really just got to work on Macari. If you worked on Macari, you got to change it to live chat, yeah. I don't know if it's going to change anything.
I don't think. No, I'm in live chat. See?
Okay.
Don't make me feel that way. Goodness. No, I'm in live chat. I think, well, there's two things. One, we normally have been starting earlier because we wanted to be there for the thrift stores. And two, we're normally doing live thrifts, which we just couldn't make it to today. We are working on a video for tomorrow that we really are trying to make better. We're working really hard to make these videos things that you guys are really going to like, and we're trying to kind of figure out what it looks like.
We spend days and days trying to come up with the ideas and put it all together. It's becoming an actual process.
Well, so we're trying to figure out what that looks like. So the last video we put out for you was my first time ever doing a live thrift alone, which if anybody knows me, it was terrifying, but also really fun. But we figured out that that's not necessarily you guys' favorite video type, which is totally fine. We're just trying to kind of fine tune and figure that out because we want to make sure that whatever we put out isn't necessarily what I want to do, but what you guys like. But I am hoping for happy medium. So,
well, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Sharon. We're trying not to overthink it, but we do want to make sure that we don't alienate the people who started with us because that's important to me. Like you, Sharon, you've been here since we were 4 subs. So we want to make sure that we don't alienate you guys. So we are spending a lot of time figuring that out, which does leave a little bit less time for live thrifts and things like that. But we will be definitely doing one next week. Come hell or high water, we'll figure that out because I'm noticing in the chat that there is less people, and I feel kind of bad. I feel like we built up a nice little group of live thrifters.
Okay, one day is not going to kill y'all.
I feel bad.
You can suffer through packaging for one day. You'll be all right. Come on.
He's so nice. He's so kind. But Luna's also here with us today, which you guys feel like seeing her. She's off to the side. Hey, Alicia. I actually just finished watching one of her videos.
Oh. Did you make a sale, Alicia, during the whole Posh debacle today?
Oh yeah.
For free ship?
What are your thoughts? Because what I was going to say about one thing I wish that they would do is I wish that if they are going to do this again, that they send out a notification when it's starting, like, free shipping starting now, and then give specifics on how it works. Like, is it just full price offers? Can a seller drop the price? If it is offers, some people said that when they sent out offers, they saw the free shipping and it said in their terms it wasn't. Like, give us details, Posh. Like, come on. But I'm hoping that just means they're testing it, and we all know Posh doesn't like test environment, so maybe this little thing was a test environment.
Well, if it was a test, then they failed. They got at best a D.
I didn't make any sales during that. Yeah, it seems like the trend, but Sharon made 3, so we need to find out, Sharon, what you did. Was it just like happenstance, or did you do something for that? I know some people were going to send out messages to bundles. I did a small sample of messages to bundles, but I didn't know the rules, so I didn't want to go crazy. I did get a snarky response back too, so.
You got a couple snarky responses today. There was a bit of drama.
Today was snarky day. 2 people on eBay today sent me a message, and they were basically the same idea, saying, essentially, you sent me this offer previously. Now the offer you sent me is higher. Like, do you not want to make sales? Like, why are you doing
Literally,
this?
they said, I guess you don't want to sell this item.
Yeah, so I posted one of them on Instagram, and then another one came very soon after. And I wish that eBay would release a way for us to see all of our past offers, because, I'm going to keep it real. I missed the part where you said it wasn't eBay. I'm sorry, I only do eBay. 3 sold on eBay. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, so we were talking sales on the Posh free ship.
Yeah, so Posh did a free shipping 1 hour, Sharon. So that's what we were talking about. But okay, back to eBay because you're confusing me. Back to eBay.
I'm confusing.
Yeah. It basically, I wish that they would do that so you could see all the past offers. Because so there's a few things that happen with me. One, I get desperate sometimes. Low sales days, I'll send out offers that I don't really want to take. And 2, if I'm going through and trying to hit a goal, I might send out an offer that's a little bit lower just to kind of incentivize them. And I also sometimes miss what I put in for shipping, and I notice it later and I try to correct it. If I'd known that I'd sent the buyer a different offer before, though, I wouldn't do that. So yeah, eBay, please fix that. Let's see.
Next.
No sales, but I did get offers during it, and a minute later the buyer canceled the offer, which never happens to me. Oh, that's so annoying, Maria. I'm sorry that happened. I actually did have to also cancel a sale today. Somehow, an item that I sold last September somehow got relisted in January of this year, according to my emails, and we can't figure out what happened there. So hopefully, things aren't just randomly getting relisted. I'm thinking it was a not for sale item. I hope Posh isn't just like relighting those up, like when they had their weird glitches. Pray for me that's not the case. But yeah.
These are Eileen Fisher Gray.
Oh, these are size 16. So this is a really good size for me. I don't find that very often. They didn't sell for a lot. I think they sold
$23.
$23. So, I'll take that. Nice to see those go out. Jeans for Eileen Fisher, not so good. Pull-on pants, 100% good. All right, like next time they need to give us all the details and let us know the time so we can really send some bundle messages out.
If they actually wanted to make sales, all they have to do is say free shipping on any offers you send that are accepted.
Oh, I think sending out
you'd be sending all the offers.
Yeah, but
they would hit their 10,000 in a minute and a half.
Yeah, but they also need to tell us sellers in advance. So as I said before, I do my bulk offers on Tuesdays, and I try to get them out earlier.
Hello, Adriana.
Hey, Adriana.
And Hot Posh Fashions.
Yes, hi. I try to get my Tuesday offers out earlier in the morning because it's actually happened to me before where I'll send it out later in the day and people will message me like, oh, shoot, I bought that from somebody else just a few minutes ago. So I try to get them out early. So if they're going to do something like this, I'll plan to kind of like, match that time. But they need to tell us. Don't tell me. I mean, my offers had already gone out for the day when they told us the free shipping. So I was like, thanks, Posh. An hour, yeah, exactly. An hour is a joke. That's not enough time. And 2:00 on a weekday. Now, I do think the reason they did it at 2:00 on a weekday, my guess anyways, is that they're testing it. So they wanted to see like any glitches and things like that. So they didn't want like a high volume time, like when there's going to be a ton of sales. But Poshmark, test environments. Have you never heard of them? Like, please use them. Like, so I don't mind being your test case, but I want to know I'm your test case. You know what I'm saying?
Adriana got one message from one seller. We should have reached out to her and just sent out.
We should have.
Sorry. Our bad.
I did send out a message. I think I did only like 200 people, and I did like a very small like group to make sure that I wasn't like, blasting a bunch of people. I didn't know the rules. But it's good that not everybody blasted it because I think that could have gotten annoying really fast. So again, they need to organize better. We would have been better. I probably would have been able to kind of pull up my bundle people and all that kind of stuff if I had known that bundles was free shipping. Didn't know that either. Didn't find that out until somebody posted on Instagram that they got a bundle of 5 items with free ship. But these things would have been super helpful to know. So Poshmark didn't even post this on their Instagram. I haven't seen, only thing I've seen is the push notification and the email. So are they afraid that they're going to have to spend too much? What's the deal here? They obviously didn't get as much as they thought they were going to because they said up to 10,000 orders, but it was still going after the hour mark. A lot of people were noticing that free shipping was still on their thing. So I don't think it went over as I
think they vastly underestimated their clarity in the message. they very much overestimated their transparency, and it just.
So Valerie, I took advantage of the free shipping offer and something that I've been eyeing. I wonder of the sales that Poshmark made, how many of those sales are people who are also sellers as well as buyers? Because I feel like the sellers knew more about this than like the casual shopper. So I am curious, like how many of the people that actually purchased something were sellers too, because I do know a few people that are resellers that have purchased, but I don't know a lot of people that made sales. So I'm actually curious on that. I literally didn't even hear about it from Posh, only saw it on Facebook, so I didn't get to use it. What? They're overestimating their transparency. I know, right? And so from what I understood, to get the push notification, you needed to opt into notifications that were for tips and deals. So it's a specific notification. I went and did it yesterday because I saw someone on Instagram mention it, and it was in the fine print of the email, but I don't
read the fine print.
I mean, seriously. So
literally
if you didn't opt into that, that's apparently how they're going to notify us. I think it's silly to only do it that way, but that's what is being said. So if you haven't done that, I can actually show it on my phone if you need to see it. The lights here make life difficult, but I'm happy to try.
We're doing our best.
But yeah, and yeah, they I think that they should have at least had a test group of sellers kind of help them out with this one, because we're all excited for free shipping. I'm here for it, but
that just sounds like a way to have a crazy sales.
Yeah, well, apparently, from what I understand, I don't really sell on Depop. From what I understand, though, Depop offers free shipping weekends. There are restrictions. Apparently, it can be 35 and over or 50 and over, but still, weekends? I'm here for that. Can we do that? Adriana, are you doing free shipping still? I would love to. I don't know how much I can afford to do free shipping, but you know that we always work with you, so,
We will offer you free shipping today.
Yeah, we'll do that today. If you, especially the bundle that we've talked about, just hit me up. We've got that set aside for you, so just hit me up.
We can work that
out. For you.
Hello, Anita.
Valerie, yeah, those notifications are often just free your mind of clutter list on Posh. I was like, PM isn't offering shipping, are they? Yeah, so I normally, sorry, I just got a notification on Macari. I normally have those notifications turned off because I don't need the Zen stuff that's going on. Can I tell? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna ask you guys what you would answer to this, but I normally have that off, but I turned it on just for this, and it's not like the notification was very helpful. I could have found it out on Instagram. Hi, Nita. Found it. I do free shipping on all bundles all the time. Oh, that's awesome. Sometimes we will offer free shipping on bundles if we have the room for it. I do try to do the best deal I can possibly do. But certain bundles, obviously, I just don't have the room. So when is free shipping event starting? So Nita, the free shipping event that's happened so far, I don't think it's the only one. From what I understand, there's going to be more. Happened today at 2:00 EST. I think it was 11 PDT on their email.
I think it was 11 Pacific Daylight Time.
Yeah, so they let us know through email yesterday that it was coming, and then today we got a push notification. As I said, make sure you have the tips and deals notification on for Poshmark. But it was only 1 hour, so I'm not sure how we feel about it.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Yeah, right? It's so bad.
Gotta be quicker. It was just a debacle.
Oh, okay, so this makes more sense. So I got somebody messaging me on Macari. I guess there must be boiler messages you can click, like on Facebook Marketplace. So it said, can you tell me more about this item? And I was about to be like, excuse me, but there's a description. But they said, I didn't mean to click that. I wanted to ask if it was possible to get hip measurement. Did I not measure these? I did, but I didn't do hip. I did waist, rise, and inseam.
So we have been doing a bit of an experiment.
Well, we don't have data. We do not have data.
Stop with it. We don't have data. We have the data. You just don't like what the data says.
We'll see.
We have the data.
Video.
We have the data.
We will see.
Don't tell me we don't have the data.
Just after this, okay, I will. I will send you the offer, Adriana. I list so that I can include free shipping in bundles. That's really smart. I should probably try to do that. So my horrible trait is that I am terrible at watching to make sure that my listings stay at the right price when I do price drops. So sometimes the price goes a little too low.
Case in point.
Yes. So this lovely item that we're sending out right now is a Frank and Eileen item. And I sent out offers today for 30% with $5 shipping. And this lovely item, I must have price dropped on Sunday and forgot about it. So it got sold for $35. And I'm going to honor the price because I'm
$33, not even $35.
Oh, $33. My bad. I'm going to honor the price. I didn't pay that much for it. But, Frank and Eileen could be good money.
It sells consistently for $50, easy.
Speaking of the lovely Poshmark notifications you're going to get when you turn on tips and deals, it's don't wait to be happy. Find your peace in the in-betweens. Thank you, Poshmark. That was a great tip. I really appreciate it. Married Life. I did not get the notification. I just noticed it on one of my listings, and my heart dropped because I thought there was a glitch in Poshmark for free shipping on all my listings. Oh God! Can you imagine if it was just like all of a sudden we found out that this free shipping was just?
I can 100% see that happening because not everyone. They did a terrible job with this.
But could you imagine if we found out that like they did this and it was actually seller pays it?
I had that thought before this happened. I was going into it. Can you imagine the outrage if Poshmark said, we're going to take it. We're not going to take it on the chin. The seller's going to take it on the chin.
That would be the worst.
Could you just?
I can't even imagine that. the turmoil you went through.
Riots in the street.
Yeah. I never do hip measurement unless requested or on vintage. Yeah, so the measurement that I had on this particular listing was just waist rise inseam. That's typical for pants. Hip measurements, to me, I get it, but they're usually only like 1 or 2 different than, the regular, the waist most of the time. So I guess I'll do it. I hate that the measurements I included aren't enough. They almost never buy. I pretty much stop with requests like that. Sorry about sarcasm. Yeah, it's my thing. My bad.
She is rolling on the floor.
Well, I feel bad because I shouldn't do that. But
you absolutely should. That's what people come for.
Yeah. Okay, with additional measurement requests, I don't know where to stop because there have been times when I've absolutely gotten a purchase. I'm actually going to make him, I think, after he writes this, do the measurement so we can see if they purchase while we're live. Because I will say we're doing an experiment with Mercari. We are working with a platform that has asked us to work with them. It is not one you guys have probably heard about because it's not like well known. But I had said I would only do the collab with them if I find the tool valuable. They've been actually asking me for a year and I said no, so awkward. But I don't use cross-listing platforms right now. And this particular platform seems to, I'm still testing it, but seems to allow me to delist and cross-list the same item over and over and over again. So for Mercari, that's really useful. And I have been seeing an uptick in sales.
What are you doing, little girl? Oh, she's chewing on the cord.
Oh gosh. A few days. So we'll keep you posted. But I just sent them a really great offer on Mercari. So it would be cool if they were. Sorry, my dog is chewing on our wire here. Oh good. I'm glad you're here for the sarcasm. It's funny. I read Time Hop on Facebook.
Yeah.
So there's a Time Hop today that said, I said something like, met this person today, and they said I'm not sarcastic. I'm doing a poll. Am I sarcastic? I don't know why I was doing that. I must have been like, 20 or something. And people in the comments were like, no, I don't think so. I was like, what?
Do they know? Do you know any of these people? Like,
yeah, well, a few people said, have they met you? But, hey, Red Jamie. I know you told me that's not your name, and I already forgot what it was, so I'm sorry in advance.
Marnie?
Oh, that might be right. That might be
Something
right.
like that?
Sounds like that.
I'm just guessing here. I'm flying by the seat of my pants, and I'm probably way off. Little girl, what are you doing, little girl?
So she's right now going through our inventory. If you saw the video Sunday, she still loves that Berenstein Bear.
Oh, and it's in the corner. She can't get. Yeah, she can't get to it. She's looking over it longingly, wanting to rip its face off.
Yeah, so it might end up being hers because she already did rip it a little bit because we had it out for the video and she got to it. So, Oh, and Adriana's here. This is the toy that you got her. She loves it. It's one of her favorite toys.
It is by far her favorite toy.
But
it's
she loves it so much that
she might have eaten its face.
Yeah, she loves it so much she's eaten it. So yeah. She loves toys though, and she really appreciates this one. She carries it everywhere. That's why it was right here. She was chewing on it. But yeah, there's that. Oh, Heather. Oh, thanks. I'm so glad. I actually watched one of your videos too. I think you did a similar toxic positivity, but it wasn't called that. But yeah, I saw you too. So thank you for being here. She did know it was from you. She did. When we gave it to her, we were like, this is from one of our really good friends. You better like it. And she's from Texas too, right?
Luna is originally from Texas.
Y'all are both from Texas. So it's like she knew. She knew where you came from. And she's playing with it now.
No, literally, we didn't get to open the rest of the box before she was playing with it.
Yeah. So,
it was the first thing out of the box, and she has not stopped playing with it since.
Yes. So thank you for that. We appreciate that. Okay, so I did want to, there was one more thing I want to talk about when it came to the free ship, and I lost my train of thought on that. So hold on, let me bring my brain back. Oh, so I wanted to ask people's opinion on the mass messages that people were doing. So before free shipping came out, everyone was kind of talking about this in Facebook groups of doing these mass messages. And I'm curious how you guys, if you buy as well as sell, how you feel as a buyer receiving those messages, and then how you feel as a seller doing them. I will say from my perspective, I make way more sales. I actually checked my Closet Insights from last Friday when I do my messages to bundles for Closet Clear Out. and I think it was $288 for that day, which for me is like
That's
amazing.
not a bad day.
For me, that's amazing. My goal for the day is 205. So for me, that is great. So I see that, but I have been hearing a lot that people find them really spammy, and I can totally see that perspective. So I'm curious, like, how many people it turns off versus how many people actually like it. Sorry, I'm getting like all these Macari notifications. I didn't even think about messaging customers, but one seller sent me a bundle message. Yeah, so I know people are using the My Shoppers tool to do that. I tried it a little bit, but do you want to do that measurement so we can see if it sells? It's inventoried.
Oh, she's been on an inventory kick because I begged her.
I've been inventorying every day because he was like, you won't, you won't. Her. So I was like, oh, I won't, and I have ever since.
And she's been doing it wrong, to clarify.
Doesn't really matter. J6. So we're gonna see. Like, what are the odds that when we do this hit measurement and we send it, that they purchase? Let's see what you guys' opinions are. It's Madewell green pants. If you don't want messages and stop liking things you don't want to buy. Yeah, see, so hold on, sorry. I just want to make sure he has the right item. Size small. Yep, 27. 27, yep. So yeah, so I kind of wonder if it's because people like items they're not intending to buy, if they get so many messages from it's annoying, because I can understand that. I did get a snarky message today from somebody from doing that, and they basically said, like, I don't want any part of this. Please take me off your list. I tried to explain that it's not a list. It's the My Shoppers tool. You came to my closet at some point. You're in this thing. They weren't happy, so I ended up having to block them so they don't receive it, because I don't know how else to make sure when I'm doing it in bulk that they don't get it. So, do you guys know? What was that, hun?
19 and a half.
All right, 19 and a half. Zoe, to be honest, I hate getting bundle messages, so I haven't been sending a ton of them. I totally hear you. There's a lot of people that say that. So I think that's like kind of one of those things where it's like it either is your thing or it's not. I always look at it as the big stores like Old Navy and all that send me mass emails all the time. And if it didn't work, they wouldn't do it. But I also see the buyer perspective of feeling spam.
You only do it because it does work.
Well, you make You said 19 and a half, right?
Yep, 19 and a half. Yep, scooch.
You read while I write. The last one I read was Zoe.
We take time out of our day to market to people, and they are wasting our time. I mean, fair. Like, if you come into the closet to like something, you can't be upset that they're trying to sell you that thing that you liked.
See, that's so complicated, though, because somebody actually gave me the perspective of, if you're in a store, do you like people coming up to you and annoying you? And the answer is no. If you know me at all, I don't like talking to people. I'm scared of humans. I'm scared of interaction, right? So I don't like that. But I've always kind of looked at it as, it's not like I'm annoying you in a store. It's like I'm sending you an email of an offer afterwards, which I come to expect.
Afterwards?
Afterwards.
Your Boston is showing.
Sorry. As a buyer, I've realized I buy more from people who send messages. Married life. Yeah, I mean, I might too, actually. I feel like I like the personal interaction, and I didn't realize it, because I think I do that as well. Okay, so this item, let's just talk about this for a second. Sold for way less than I wanted, but this wasn't a mistake. I'm sick of looking at it. So this is Draper James for Eloquy. It is new with tags. I thought it was going to sell for a lot of money. It sold for $29. But I'm tired of it. Like, it's been in my closet for like a year, and I'm sick of it. And hopefully this person really enjoys it.
I mean, it's better that it goes on Posh because it's a heavy thing. So.
But I hear so many people saying Draper James is fire. So anyway.
I mean, regular Draper James you've done very well with.
I've only sold like one item.
I think you sold 2 items.
Oh, I think I'm losing the chat. Let me.
Adriana said that she only likes stuff in certain people's closet.
Like so that I mean, every day. Yes, it's like a mass email. I don't mind receiving messages. If I'm not interested in trusting you, I'll just ignore. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's no harm in sending out a message. The worst the person can do is say no, and the best thing you can do is sell the item, and then you get the money.
Hi, Jill.
Hey, Jill.
Sorry, I didn't read back. I just went through it. So a lot of people are saying they don't mind it, and if they don't want it, they'll ignore it, which is good to hear. The snarkiness kind of What was that?
Thank you, Fred.
Oh, more you can. The snarkiness kind of worried me a little bit because I'm like, is it really like, is it that?
Am I
bad?
the drama?
Am I the drama? But Poshmark should, and I will say this, should for the My Shopper tool do a better job of if the item has been sold that they've liked, or if the item has been marked as not for sale or relisted, that buyer is removed from our My Shopper tab. Because as much as I like having as many people to reach out to as possible, we do run into the issue where they don't remember they liked an item because it's sold or not there anymore, or they unliked it. And then they think we're just, doing that annoying thing where you just like randomly send a message to a bundle.
Dog?
So I wish that they would fix that. That I really wish.
Give me a little dog.
Thank you. Yeah, it is a pretty dress. New Attack Eloquy does terrible. So I don't sell Eloquy normally. I think I've only sold one Eloquy item, but I thought like a Draper James collab would be amazing, but I guess not. So I just ignore, but I also don't like crap I don't want to buy. Yeah, I don't either, but that's also because I'm lazy. I only really shop when I'm ready to shop, you know. You're in my way. I can't read from people.
You are basically done with the Posh credit update on that.
That is true. I only have like $30 left. I never like items I have no intention of buying, and I would say 90% of the people who like stuff in my closet don't ever buy anything. That's true. That's why I relist everything after 60 days of being up, because I'm not worried about the likers. The likers don't usually purchase. I send out all of my offers so often. Like they get the 20%, then they get the 30%, then they do the closet clear out. Like they get all that stuff, and if they're not buying it, then they're probably not buying it. So, bye, Felicia. Jill, so we were talking about the Poshmark free shipping 1 hour thing, and then
the colossal cluster.
Yeah.
Something.
Yes.
Which I can't really say on a live.
Yeah. So basically, we were talking about the 1 hour thing, and right at this moment, we were talking about the mass messages that sellers were doing to buyers to let them know about it, because it was only a 1 hour event, and they only notified people by a push notification that not everyone got and an email that not everyone reads. So that's what we're talking about. These complaints are a pet peeve of mine. Yeah, I mean, me too, but I also want to make sure I'm not losing people by doing things like in a way that's really like not appreciated, because I need my money. You know what I'm saying? Like I need the money.
But I mean, you make so much money from the sending out the message on Closet Clear Out.
That is very
consistently.
true.
Your best day is Closet Clear Out because you send out those notices.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, my best day is definitely Closet Clear Out, and it's definitely overwhelmingly ever since I started sending out these messages. So, Jill, oh dear. Yeah, Jill, did you buy anything during the free shipping hour? I mean, you're mostly a buyer, I think, and you sell more on Mercari than Poshmark, right? So I'm curious if you bought anything. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the best way to handle these things are, but I hope that I'm not doing it the wrong way. That's what I'm praying for. Do we have more going on? Oh, thank you.
We have
Sorry,
more.
The dog is very needy all of a sudden. It's like she knows that somebody else wants my attention.
I had no idea that.
I had no idea.
Yeah, you're not alone there.
Yeah. So, Jill, if you want to be notified the next time, you need to turn on the push notification for deals and tricks in Poshmark, and apparently you'll get a notification that is very vague and won't tell you any information other than that it's free shipping. But
not how it works or specifically what you do to qualify.
No, I think that they are going to be doing it more often. They said this week. So I don't know if it's going to be more days this week or what the deal is with that. And it seems like they're just test casing it. They're probably checking for bugs and glitches. Pray for...
They found them, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Whether or not they fix them is another story.
Well, yeah, let's pray for a full day. I was looking at their comments on their most recent post on Instagram. They have plenty of problems right now. So this might be the least of their worries. But they must be down on sales for them to offer this, because we've been asking for a while. So, excuse me. Sorry, I don't know what she's doing. She's never like this. She's like, pay attention. You can use it more than once, which is nice because you could support multiple buyers. Yeah. Yeah, that. Oh, okay, ma'am.
She just learned handshake high five.
She did. She learned high five, and she knows that if she does a high five, she gets popped. So she's batting me.
or treats. So
Yeah, so she's batting me and batting me.
Luna, high five.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm getting messages on Instagram. I'm popular today. I don't know what's going on. Multiple.
High five.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you,
No.
Valerie. You could definitely. I would have probably used the remaining credit that I had to purchase something from at least a Posh friend if I had known what the rules were, but I did not feel comfortable. I also saw some people that had like it said free shipping when they went to buy it, and then when they purchased it, they were charged shipping. So too many glitches for me. What are you shipping out?
This is Everlane.
Ooh, Everlane. So I actually thought this would sell for more, but I let it go because I couldn't confirm if it was men's or women's. Somebody asked me, I did measurements for them, and I told them based on measurements, it seemed like women's. But when I looked it up, I found the style in both men and women.
I mean,
so
that could go either way.
Yeah, it could really go either way. So I bought something, but I wish they would have put the time in Eastern Central Time because I got confused for a second and almost missed it. Yeah, I had to type it into Google and be like, what does this mean? What is PDT? So
are they based in California?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure where they're based. If anybody knows, let us know.
I mean, not that I'm opposed to them doing it Pacific Time because a lot of your sales go to California.
All of my sales go to California.
Seems like all of them. Although not a single one today, I don't think.
I don't know. I haven't seen one yet. This one's New York.
Ohio.
If someone likes several items and they're all different sizes, I don't bother sending offers, but I send a message saying if you want an offer, add the item to your bundle. So yeah, so if somebody likes several items from me, I add it all to a bundle and I'll send them a super good offer.
Nope.
I don't usually message them, but that's actually a good idea too, to just kind of send like a quick little message. But I try my best to just send like an enticing offer. I will say I don't make a lot of bundle sales, so my strategy isn't working very well. I read on someone's Insta story that it was only one free shipping purchase per account. She tried to make multiple and maybe it was a glitch. Oh no, only one per account? I hope that's not true. That's awful if that's true. I know one of my friends made 3 purchases, but I don't know if she confirmed if they were all free shipping because I have seen that some said free ship and then wasn't. So maybe that was the case. Once they got to their second one, even though it said it, they no longer qualified. That could be.
Well, if that's the case, then Poshmark's going to have some explaining to do.
That's such a silly thing to do, though, because if somebody's already shopping,
what does it matter?
Why would you not just want more money? A purchase is a purchase. That seems so silly. The bottom tag normally will say men or women's underneath the material. Now I'm curious. Did you already close it? No,
it's not sealed. You could open it back up if you wanted to.
I'm curious. Sorry. Where is the? All right. Pretty sure.
You're killing me.
I wish my husband did my shipping. Yeah, so he is my shipper. I normally will help him. Either I will help with I pull most of the items. And I might help with the cards and things like that. But yeah, he normally is my shipper. He's doing it more now because he doesn't want to hold the conversation. So there's that.
I plead the fifth. It does not say on the interior tag, unfortunately.
Sadly. But that's good to know. I didn't know that on Everlane items. So I'm going to have to go back through any of the ones I have a question on and see if there is that. I think she's trying to get my ring is what I think she's trying to do. It's
shiny.
Poshmark is based in California. I send a message when I send a bundle offer just saying that it was sent and to let them know if they have any questions or concerns. Oh, that's a good idea. When you send a bundle message, it gives them like a push notification, right? So that's actually a good idea. Are you really look at this. She wants my ring.
She's probably confused because you never seem to wear it.
I know. I never remember my wedding ring. Ever.
Well, remembering a non-existing wedding ring would be an accomplishment. Your engagement ring, you never wear.
I almost feel like I should put it away because she's
trying to eat it?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Moon.
Let's see. I thought PM was based in Seattle or near there in Washington. Well, now I want to know, where is Poshmark headquarters? Let's see. Poshmark.
I'm betting you it's like Silicon Valley, California.
Headquarters. Let's see. Poshmark headquarters, Redwood City, California. I don't know if anybody can see that because my lights are horrible, but it's Redwood City, California. I sold 59 things in the Poshmark free shipping. That's pretty cool. I think that's the first person I've heard that sold
59 things?
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, hey, get it if you can do that. I did not have that kind of luck, but it's I'm gonna take this off because she is.
Oh, good. So now it's my responsibility to maintain things.
Keep up with the chat.
I mean, I can't even imagine how long it's going to take to ship 59 items. Good luck. Like, I don't have the strength, the time, or the patience to do that. I really don't. That's when I stop being her shipping department and she has to pay somebody. 59 items. Nope. Yeah, that's the real question. What did you do and how did you do it? I'm with Hot Posh on this one. I don't how.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the comments. So let's see. Yeah. So I don't think I've ever sold 59 items in a day. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I have.
I think your highest has been like high 20s.
I sell mall brands and Amazon talent from SA. LOL. It was easy. Well, that's good. I mean, congrats on that. So I guess for you, it worked out. I hope that they make it so that it works for everyone instead of just making it so confusing that it's hard for it to work for us. But I'm glad that it worked for somebody. That gives me encouragement that it will be refined. I've never sold that much in a week. Yeah. I mean, we average probably about that much in a week, but that's.
I mean, yeah, that's a good productive week. Luna, come here.
My biggest bundle sale has been 20 orders with 2 bundles. It definitely hit it. 20 items in one. Like I know you said with 2 bundles, but like for one person, because that's awesome. Like that's great. I don't think we've had that big of a bundle.
How do you get that into a box?
She said she did 2 bundles, so she must have separated.
Well, even then, that's 2 enormous boxes.
I mean, that is true. That is huge. And I wonder, like, did you have to do an overweight label for that? Because that's.
I mean,
that's a lot.
You have to have done an like 20 items. There's no way.
I don't know. That's a lot. I sell men's products like household stuff, vintage. Yeah. So we sell men's products as well. Mostly on eBay though. I find men's does fire on eBay. Not much household products, so not yet. Anyways, you guys are freezing, or is it my phone? We might be. Oh, I don't know. Let us know. I don't know. You want to do the robot and see, confuse everybody? Just send Bethel comments and the Nicole State idea worked. Yeah, so we've actually used Nicole State's idea that she gave in one of her previous videos to do a sale. I think it was when the Poshmark search thing went down.
Yeah.
And it worked for us. I sold about $400 in that day, which was great. But because I do my closet clear out messages and all that kind of stuff, I don't want to keep sending messages. I feel like that will get spammy. So I did limit that this time around. I have a closet that has over 1,000 of the Amazon returns from a pallet I bought, mainly like small household stuff, decor, and I said, that's cool. That's interesting. That's like totally different than my niche. That's really interesting to hear. What are we doing?
We've only done the overweight label a couple times. I know we sent one to Adriana with the Harley boots.
Oh yeah, that was an overweight label. It's been very few times that we've done it.
Mostly
not when shoes or jeans.
I mean, those were special boots, so
those are amazing.
They were thigh-high, thick leather Harley boots.
Yeah, I liked those. Did you notice in Poshmark's trends? I think it's today. They have knee-high boots in their trend, but they're thigh-high boots in the cover photo. So was the trend knee-high or thigh-high? I'm just wondering. Did anybody else notice that in the trends today? Because I was just like, what's going on here? Yes. So hold on a second.
Hello, Vicky's in the house.
Poshmark. Yes, Poshmark will refund.
Oh, you're canceled on it?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sorry, I did have to cancel an order today, as I said earlier. So yeah.
See, we do mostly clothes. I mean, DVDs and games are also
my favorite.
Reselling on easy mode. Dojo, you're basically cheating. Yes, I said it. Don't feel bad about it. Like if you can find vintage video games or DVDs,
I doubt he's on here, so it's okay that you're razzing him, but I will let him know later. Hey Vicky, I don't know if I said hi to you, but hi. Shoes and household. I love shoes. If you guys are good big shoe sellers, Dalton or dealing with Dalton and Drew Thrifts and Flips, I think are the two that I really watch for shoes because they seem to find so much. I'm still on the hunt for Kizik, I think is the shoe name. That seems to be a huge bolo. Not for like a high dollar amount, but to sell quickly. And ever since I saw them talk about
TikTok shoes.
I get all the TikTok ads, all of them. So I definitely want to find them to see if they go well. But I right now I'm still learning sneakers. We actually right to the side of us have 2 pairs of Hokas. I think that we are
all right already.
That we're cleaning up to get listed, which is
that's her not so passive aggressive, mostly just aggressive way of saying clean them, you lazy jerk.
Well, so they're mostly clean. They just need to be OxyCleaned. So let's see. Both people don't really know the difference between knee high and thigh high. See, that's confusing to me, Valerie, because it's a body part. I feel that many of us know. Do you know the difference between knee high and thigh high boots?
One goes to your knee, one goes to your thigh.
Like, would you know where that is on your leg?
Is this a? This feels like a trap.
Let me show you.
Feels like a trap. How do you get that confused? I don't.
Well, let's show you. Where is it? Is it today? Yeah, right here. The cover photo. What are we thinking here? Are those knee high or thigh high?
Those are calf high. They're not even. They're not even knee high.
Yeah, so those are actually calf high. Yeah, you're right. Not knee high boots. I don't know why. It's body parts, people.
Words have meaning.
Do they? I'm not sure. Shoes are easier to list and photograph. Yeah, shoes are way easier to list and photograph, and I don't have to do measurements, which I'm a fan of. Shoes are easy to list, but I hate cleaning them. That's why you have husbands. They can do that. Actually, no.
Not everyone has a husband or even a supportive husband.
This is actually really true, but I recommend if you don't, make sure you offload
get one.
That. No, offload that though. Definitely, if you can hire someone to do that, because it is gross. It is not fun. I am not good at that. Tedious stuff like that, I get really frustrated with. I probably would do it though if I didn't have a choice, but we actually pushed that off for a long time. Because I do not do well with things like that. They would just sit and not get listed.
Yeah. Somebody did a video on that. Was it Dalton or?
No, Drew. So Drew did a video on how to clean shoes, and it was super helpful. Dollar store cleaning items. So love that for me.
Worked like a charm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Best.
Rinzy is the only shoe seller. So I'm not going to give my opinions on Rinzy, but I do not follow him or watch his videos. Cleaning shoes is gross. Yeah, 100%. Storing shoes requires so much space. Yeah, so what we do is I happen to have a really tiny closet in my Poshmark office thing, whatever we call it. So we have
your home office.
Yeah. We have like the hanging door shoe things on both sides of the door for that closet. And then we also have a shoe rack on the inside. And then there's also shelves on the left of that that we put some shoes, like the bigger ones, and then purses,
plushies, anything that is not clothing.
Yeah, but it's like the smallest closet. Like if it wasn't for my office, it would not be.
This is the best item that we're packing today.
That is the best item we're packing today.
It is a Skims Iris Mica.
Limited edition robe. This is my first ever Skims find, and I found it in the long sleeves section of the thrift store. Yep. So
I don't know if you
they're not going to see it. Our lighting is awful for lives, but you know.
I tried.
But it's adorable. This sold for $83, which is less than I actually wanted. But it has been actually up for about 3 months. So
I mean, you did not pay $83 for it.
I did not pay $83 for it.
So
let's see. I've learned from Rinzy to clean shoes. I also try to ensure I can see the size well. I have been burned. Oh my goodness, right? So Stuart Weitzman is famous for this with the AAA shoes and things like that. So I've been, that's awful for me. I also don't 100% know what those all mean. So I always have to look it up because I never remember. So yeah, that's one of the annoying things. I have started ignoring requests for measurements on expensive items like 18 to 25. Honestly, they don't come back, so I don't blame you. I really don't. You know,
say that the person that asked for measurements is gonna.
No, they wrote back and said thank you. So they did not purchase. So we are proving our point. Let's see. My husband's the one that cleans the shoes. Oh, I can't. Yeah, it's gross. So for me, it's not necessarily that I'm grossed out by it, but more that I'm impatient and I want it done like that, and that's not how life works.
She also has less elbow grease to apply.
Are you trying to say I'm weak? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm not gonna answer that one. That's a trap. That's a trap.
So I might be a little weak as well. So there's that. Oh, what's the name of the video for cleaning shoes? Because that's what stopped me from selling them. Oh, okay. Hold on. Can I put this in the chat? Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to put it in the chat. I'll give you a link. So hold on 1 second. I hope that I don't mess this up.
We found the exact same pair of shoes and we got the exact same results. It was
so weird. So we went to the store specifically looking for shoes that we could try this method on, and I was like, "Hey, look, I found some shoes." He's like, "Hun, those are the shoes from the video. Those are
actually the video."
Yeah, so that's funny. Drew, hold on. I hope I don't. You're right.
Yeah, I'm right.
So okay, you know what?
We got that immortalized on film. So
his name on Instagram and his name on YouTube are different. This is it right here. Yep. I'm going to try to put the link in the chat for you guys. This is the video we used. If it lets me. Hold on. I don't want to click on it because if I do, wait, am I live through this or am I live through this?
You're live through both. All
right. Well, we're going to try, guys. If something bad happens, I'm really sorry. I just want to give you guys, because I think this is a really useful video. Sure. So I think it'll be useful for you guys. Copy. Okay. And this is the video. I put it in the chat for you guys.
Oh, no, Vic. Are we glitching?
So, Vicky, we probably glitched because I bumped over to YouTube really fast to get the link for you guys. Hopefully that fixed the glitch now that I'm back and I got rid of that YouTube tab. Let me know if it's still glitching. That's on me. I just wanted to get that link for you guys. I think it is important that you have it. It's super useful. Oh, yeah. I see I'm glitching a little. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm not plugged in anymore, so could be that too.
You're dying probably.
I'm not dying, but anyway, okay. So Lejen, let me know if that link works for you. Hopefully we stop glitching. I wish my husband would help me clean shoes. He will help me pack up sales. He will go shop with me, but not much else. So let's be honest. You weren't big into any of it to start.
Excuse you. I am quite supportive.
Were you at the beginning?
I was admittedly rather concerned that I would have a house full of clothing and thousands of dollars of stuff that you didn't sell.
So now all you have is a house full of clothing.
Yeah. I mean, I was half right, I guess.
Yeah. So he wasn't super into it. He actually didn't even like thrifting. Did you thrift before you married me?
This sounds like I'm going to.
Did you thrift before you married me?
I feel like this is going to cause people to judge me.
The answer is solidly no.
I'm not going to answer that either way.
Do you know what your favorite brand was when we met?
Stop it.
All right, I'll let it go. But needless to say, he wasn't super into that stuff. Now, I've thrifted since I was young because I moved out of my parents' house at 18, and I needed to be able to afford things. So Savers was like my life. I didn't know that you could resell though until just a few years ago. So I wish I had started sooner. That's very nice. My husband. Okay. Just got the push notification about don't wait to be happy. I know, right? Their push notifications are ridiculous. Here in Austin, it's pretty expensive thrift. Let's see. My husband was skeptical when I ordered a pack of 10 priority boxes from USPS when I started. Vicky, did you see?
There's an Instagram photo of her with boxes stacked taller than she is.
There is. If you go to my Instagram and scroll back, I must have done something wrong with my
You never wrong? No, surely not.
with my ordering, and we didn't know our mailman back then, but I can only imagine his face. It stacked up past me, past my head.
It literally filled the entire 7-foot
and you
doorway.
Weren't home. He was
The
at
entire
work.
7-foot doorway.
Yeah, so he was at work. The boxes were far too heavy for me to pick up. I texted him and I go, honey, we have a problem. And he's like, what? And I sent him the picture. And I couldn't send him a really good one because I had to selfie it. And he was like, what is that? What did you order? I'm like, it's just mailboxes.
It was the large priority boxes, which we still have not gotten through that pile, by the way, years later.
So bad, so ridiculous.
After returning quite a few of them.
We're still not the video worked for you. The reason why it's possible to sell on my Poshmark because I don't sell clothes, mainly phone cases, jumper ropes, and Poshmark is the Five Below. That's awesome. Like I love that everybody has different things that work for them and that they can sell. I am really lazy, so I don't like to sell like bulk things at low prices just because that needs a lot of packaging for me, and I'm super lazy.
For you.
It's for all of us, you know. If you had that many packages,
it's the collective you, darling. It's us. It's we together is you.
If we had that many packages, I'd have to help because I feel guilty, and that just isn't my jam. So I prefer to sell items that have a larger margin, so I'm more motivated. You know what I'm saying? It also requires me to list all of that, which is all. So Adriana, I wash shoes. You can put in the washer with old towels and they come out clean. Oh, that's a good idea. We haven't done that yet.
We just do the dish soap and the amazing spread or awesome. Is it amazing or awesome? I mean,
it's both. It's both.
Hold on.
They never come back. Amen. I love to remind him after 3,000 sales that he didn't think I could sell 10 items. And how does that go?
Totally awesome.
Is he always happy? Oh yeah. So this is the spray we use for the shoes. I don't know how much it's
from dealing with Dalton or Drew's video.
Drew's video. Yep. So let me know if that works for you because that's it works for us.
It works spectacularly.
The story of the boxes happened to you as well. See, I'm not alone.
The what?
The story of the boxes happened to them as well.
Oh my. She also did that with. She's done that with every single thing for shipping supplies that you can order from the post office. The post office blocked your account.
They disabled my account.
She's so bad at ordering things online from the post office, they blocked her account.
They did do that. My poor postman one day asked me, hey, you haven't been scheduling pickups. Is everything okay? I'm like, no, they blocked my account. He's like, oh, that's weird. They don't normally do that. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I know what's going on. They're full of, they're sick of your shit.
I guess
they just nope.
Oh, you saw us thrifting? We looked mean.
Wait.
This person said, hey guys, I saw you thrifting one day, but I didn't want to say anything. You looked mean. I do have RBF resting
bitch face.
Yes. And also
this is alive. You can swear a little bit. Literally, you swore for the first time ever in our last video.
I did.
You did.
Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, that's because I was alone.
Yeah.
I was chilling by myself. I'm sorry that we looked mean. I promise we're not. I'm just afraid of humans. So I do try not to make eye contact, and I don't smile because I don't want people to think I'm approachable. But I really am. I promise. Wow.
She's more likely to run away and hide than to cause a scene.
That is true. Has anyone ever told you you look like Tori Amos, the 90s singer? No, I don't actually know what she looks like. Do I even? Wait, I know her music, but I don't know what she looks like. But no one's ever told me that. I don't know how I feel about that because I don't know what she looks like. But no.
Like you, apparently.
I feel so bad that we looked mean. Oh my goodness. I wonder.
We had someone recognize us. It might have been you a different time, and they actually said hi.
Well, no. So somebody did. This was like 6 months ago. We were at a place kind of far from our home, actually. And they came up to me while I was alone and was like, hey, I watched your channel. I love you guys, whatever. And I felt so bad because I'm terrible at this. And by myself because he was like a few aisles over. I ended up talking to their kid because that felt safe. And I talked to them a little bit. And then I ran over to him and I'm like, someone recognized me. And he was like,
made it.
And he was like, nah. And I'm like, yeah, huh. go over and talk to this person. She'll know you. And so he did, and she did. So if you're here by some weird chance, hi again. But that did happen. I was terrified.
You're honestly probably better off talking to me first.
Oh, he's super nice.
I'm just laid back. I don't have the whole, I'm going to naturally just run away.
That's true.
I don't care. I'll just go with it.
That is true. We're lovable. I wonder if you think that if you met us in person, Adriana, like if you saw us and we weren't like coming to specifically see you, like if you just happened to see us at like a store, because I probably do look mean. I wonder.
Oh well, goodness. Now we might have figured it out, dear.
Oh,
You're not approachable.
Oh man, I'm such a little person. I thought like I just.
Well, you haven't proved that yet by doing it in the camera comparison.
Oh goodness, look her up. Actually, I will look her up.
Tyler's a nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Excuse
say hi.
you, Jill.
If I am alone and I am not with him, just feel free to say hi. I will say hi back. I might just look quiet because I'm trying to make sure no one approaches me.
Was Tori Amos?
Yeah. But with him, just go over to him. He'll chat you away. Tyler is nice about the.
I probably will have a confused look on my face until you tell me what is going on.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, I seen your videos. He's gonna be like, huh, what videos? What are we talking about? He's gonna think you saw his Twitch stream that has one viewer.
Wow, that's rude.
I know, Jill. See, so he's the famous one. I
can see that.
Yeah, I can see that. I like her color hair. I want her hair. My goodness.
You just dyed your hair.
I did dye my hair because the roots. You guys are supposed to have my back, and no one told me my roots looked like that. I mean, Jill, Adriana, Sharon. I'm counting on you guys.
I'm not going to notice, certainly.
Is you're like men, Tyler exactly like my husband. You're like me, and Tyler's exactly like my husband. That's why.
Huh?
Is that a compliment to Tyler, or because I mean I can never tell. I can never tell.
Wow.
A lot of people love you, and then
it's
when we used to do the podcast.
It's my cross to bear, I guess. Like I'm likable, but I'm agreeable for the most part.
We used to do a movie podcast, and the people that listened to that, we had a very tiny following. I'm talking like 10 people, and the people that listened to that hated Tyler, and that was my joy. I enjoyed it so much. There was one particular person who did love him, but loved to razz on him, which was so much fun. I miss her, and she sometimes watches.
It was a running joke to blame me for everything.
Yeah, we literally, our tagline was "Blame Tyler," and people loved it and would tweet us about it.
That's still my Twitter handle is Blame Tyler.
It is, so that was great. We don't have that anymore.
I am not mean. You just really don't want to start a prank war because everyone loses, Jill.
Yeah, Jill, be careful. He's shown me some of the things he wants to order, and I can't stop him. After the baddest red soccer, I was thrifting and someone took my photo, posted online. Title said it's her. You're beautiful. Oh, thank you, Jill. That's really nice of you. I appreciate that. I get a little self-conscious when I see that stuff in the videos. So, Jill,
a little
jump into the girls' DMs. You know what I'm saying? It was embarrassing. I met another reseller, approached her and said hi. She was so cold, so I said to myself, I'll no longer say anything. Oh, that's so sad. I'm sorry that happened.
We've had nothing but luck with a lot of the resellers. Well, I mean.
So I've only met one reseller in. Oh, okay.
You've met a few, and you've talked to them.
Okay, let me back up. I've met one YouTube reseller in person that I've had a conversation with, which would be Passport and Pizza Pies.
You got it.
Almost did it. And she was very sweet. We talked a lot, and she actually helped me thrifting, and it was really nice. We had talked plenty previous, so that's probably why. I have met some people at a Posh and Sip that I'm no longer friends with. I will say that.
Some of them you're still acquainted
some
with.
I am, but there was, and then I have met a few people just out and about. Generally older women. I've really done really well like talking to because we have different things we're trying to thrift, so it doesn't feel like competition. So I don't have any problem talking to them. Yep. I will DM you what I will. Oh God, Jill. Oh goodness. What are we starting here? You should know I love you both. Oh, thank you. Why did they hate him? He's a good guy. So I think it's because on the podcast, this lovely man of mine came across as a little bit pretentious because of his voice.
I can't help the voice that I was given.
So they can't see his face and his facial expressions.
I'm really, really quite nice and genuine. My voice sounds like I'm a pompous dick.
Yeah, so he didn't know that going into the podcast, and they can't see his face, so they just thought he was just mean. And he also has a tendency to jump over me and talk over me.
Because I get excited, all right?
Well, but in
I
the
get
podcast,
excited.
it comes across not so good. So they would basically be defensive of me. A lot of them are also men, which could be interpreted in many different ways. But it was really funny and it was a good time. I missed the podcast so much. We just don't have time for it.
I'm not that tall. I'm 6'2".
You're not that tall. I think
she thinks that I'm average height.
Me too.
Anyone that is not 6'4" is short.
Yeah,
to my wife, and it makes no sense. She's 5'1" and a push.
Yeah, one of my best guy friends is 6 feet, right?
6 foot tall, and you said he was short.
I was like, oh, when you meet him, don't say anything about his height. He's so short. And afterwards, he was like, can you ask him how tall he is? Because he's not short. I'm like, yes, he is. He's really short. I messaged him, and he's like, I'm 6 foot. I'm like, oh, awkward.
Yeah.
Let's see. Satan is here. I'm out. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that there were. Oh, is okay. Nita, DM me on Instagram if there is something going on that I don't know about. Make sure you tell me. I will make sure that people don't come here. I don't like that stuff. I'm not a fan of that.
We want an inclusive.
Yeah, I'm definitely all about inclusivity. And Nita, you have been amazing to us. I don't want anything bad. So if something happened, let me know.
We like everybody.
Yeah.
Almost to a fault.
Yeah, so just DM me. I will make sure that doesn't happen if anything bad happened.
4'10". Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, you're 4'10"? That's awesome though, because you're shorter than me and I've never met anyone shorter than me. So now I really want to meet you. Like now I just want to go hang out with you so I can take photos and feel good. Okay, so now I'm confused as to what happened. So anybody in the chat, let me know what is going on with that. Nita, I don't know if I can reach out to you because I don't know if I have you on Instagram. But is 5'5" average? 5'5" is short. Well, unless you're a girl. If you mean for you,
5'5" is average.
No,
5'5" is short for everyone.
But so is 5'7" average for women?
5'7" is average for women, and you're well short of that. And then 5'9" is.
Are we talking about Vanessa? Okay, what are we talking about? Hold on. If I can find Nita, let's see. Nita, I don't think I don't have her. Oh, wait, this might be her.
So, it's a weird perspective. She still refuses to take any kind of photographic evidence standing next to me.
Me?
Yeah.
We have a picture from Thanksgiving. It was really cute. You
robbed the viewers of that on the last live thrift in the mirror.
I did not like being made fun of. I don't know if this is the right Nita, and I don't want to randomly be like, hey.
Just message. Well, what's the worst? But yeah. What else do we want to talk about?
Yeah, I know. We got off topic, and we're not even talking about reseller stuff, so I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I feel bad because now, okay, Vanessa viewers call me that. So I don't really want to get into anything that's happened with
outside drama stays outside.
Yeah, I mean, so we're talking about Vanessa as in Bad is Rad. I love her. She's one of our really good friends, and she we don't want anything going. So you're the same height as. So I just want to clarify that she's one of our friends. We love her. Mm-hmm. So if there's anything dramatic going on there, we don't want that. So please just make sure that doesn't get in our chat. If I find out that anything did happen, we will make sure that gets clarified. But yeah, whatever. Married life, I'm too short. So yeah, you're the same height as me. So 5'1". Maybe I looked intimidating because I was short, because I probably had flats on.
You never have looked intimidating a day in your life. It's 100% me.
No, I told you at my old job, everyone used to tell me I was so intimidating.
Darling, anytime we're at the thrift store, you get pushed out of the way.
I do.
Like, all of the other resellers in the area don't take you seriously, and they just, step over you.
I know. This is awful. True. Do you guys have this problem if you're all short? Do you have the issue of people just stepping over you?
People are really rude around. I don't have that problem. I will just spitefully box them out, but I've seen people push you out of the. It's bizarre.
I'm little, and because I won't say anything. You could literally push me around. I won't say anything because I'm too. I don't want to. I don't want to ruffle feathers.
I'm nice until you're mean to me, and then I will be petty and spiteful, like you read about.
Yeah. No, I feel bad.
Moving on.
So I gotta get in when you guys are live. You guys look and sound great. Oh, thank you so much. I feel so bad, but next time that we see you, make sure that you say hi to us.
Tell us where you're going, and we will follow you there. That sounds like a threat. I tried to be nice because you missed the opportunity. I'm gonna stop talking now.
You're loud. See, I'm not loud. I am.
She's not loud in public.
Oh no.
She does not talk.
No, but
no.
But I'm probably the more outspoken.
You're the more outspoken, mostly because I'm laid back and I just It's not worth the time to worry about most things. Yeah. So.
But anyways, we are getting way off topic because we were talking about reselling stuff and then we got a little sidetracked.
Yes.
So anyways, I think that we've been on for about an hour, so I think we have a video to edit that we need to get going. This is all of our shipping from Tuesdays. Yes, people literally push me. Me and you should go thrifting, and I won't anyone push you. I'm down. Like we've been looking into trips for this year, and we're debating between do I want to do something fun like go to Disney because I miss Disney, and I've been all about the Disney lives lately.
It's gonna be Disney.
Or do I want to go somewhere where I can thrift and meet thrifting friends? I don't know.
I mean, Disney's also not that far from Alabama, Mississippi.
So he did actually look this up. So Married Life, if you're still here, he actually looked up if we drove down to Florida, how far would it be to drive to Alabama, Mississippi? He did this already on Google Maps.
It's like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, it's not so bad, but I don't know. We haven't decided yet, but we do want to do a vacation this year since it's been 2 years.
It's been 3. Like it's been a long time. Like the last vacation we went on, we got COVID in 2019?
Yeah, California.
California, Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Before it was actually a thing, and we came back miserably sick.
Yeah. Anyways, we are losing people because we're not talking about anything reselling related. So thank you guys so much for coming to this. Let us know what you thought of our last video. We would love to do more thrift with me's.
I think we want to do that. I think our different format, we like it better. But we
changed up the format a lot because we're trying to make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit less like you just like watching us like go through rats.
Breaking up the monotony and the failure.
Yes. So
following me around is just not good for anyone.
Yeah. So we tried to fix that. But again, our thrift with me's don't do as well. So let us know like what types of stuff you guys like to see. What do you look for in thrift with me's? What are the styles that you like? Like give us example videos if you can.
9 hours. That's a bit of a drive.
I would love to try that and try to do more things you guys like. Tomorrow's video is going to be more of a bolo style video just because it's something that we think is interesting with spring cleaning coming up. But let us know because I would really love to do more thrift with me's. Vlogging is something I've always wanted to do. I don't have an interesting enough of a life to just do a vlog, but I would love to do more thrift with me style videos. They're so fun. But I want you guys to like them. So 9 hours. Oh my, I'm not driving 9 hours.
8.5.
So we need to pick. Do we want to go that way or do we want to go to Florida? One or the other. You like both types. Okay, well that's good. I'm glad. Do a cook with me. Jill, girl.
No, our kitchen is in no state to be.
Our kitchen's just too small. It's too tiny to do. Also, I'm terrible at cooking. I like cooking.
Yeah, our kitchen
Am
is.
I a good cook? I drove to Orlando to Disney. It took 22 hours, only stopping to eat. So when I lived in, I worked at Disney for a short, like half a year.
Our kitchen is also like a closet.
Yeah, and I drove down there, and we stopped in Savannah, and then went the rest of the way. But yeah, it was about a 24-hour drive, something like that. So
you can't make us cook. Like we don't have the space in the kitchen. It is literally I can fit in the kitchen, or she can, not both.
I would totally do it if I thought people would watch it, but if people aren't watching Thrift with Me's on a reselling channel, I feel that they won't watch Cook with Me's.
To be fair, I'm also the one that does the takeout ordering.
I know, his face. See, the funny thing is, though, of the two of us, I'm definitely the better cook, but that's a low bar.
Far and away the better baker.
Oh, better baker, yeah.
Oh.
I can't bake the
I can bake cookies like son of a bitch.
Yeah, but I can, like, cook regular food. It's a baking app.
I can also cook, thank you.
How about listing? Oh, how can you reach me? So you can get me on Instagram here. This is my Instagram. Let me just make sure before I put that up. This is my Instagram. So you can come to message me. How about a listing video? I could do that. So I don't know what you'd put in a listing video. What would you?
You sitting there listening and talking to people. It'd be alive.
See, I list on my phone though.
Yeah, that's true. And she does it periodically through the day.
Well, I sometimes will make a list. This is my Instagram. If you want to reach out,
I don't
to
know.
me,
Can you
Glenn.
sell cookies on Poshmark? Can you sell perishables?
I don't know. Can you? I mean, somebody's selling like a coffin on Poshmark. I saw.
I mean, I make what my family and my teachers affectionately called to die for cookies, which is just chocolate cookies that are super decadent and unhealthy, but 10 out of 10 they're good for the soul.
I know, Vicky. I'm sorry. We got so off track. Anyways.
It just goes off the rails. We talked about what was it? Strippers and bondage gear in our first live?
That was our first live. Let's not rehash that. Anyways, I'm not going to keep you guys. Thank you guys so much. Oh, I'm getting a message right now from Nita. Okay, sent a photo. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, all right. So
it's just chocolate and chocolate and chocolate. White chocolate chips, M&Ms, chocolate chunks. It's just so much. It's an overabundance of chocolate. They're too much chocolate.
Okay, so I did get a message from Nita. I don't know if everybody's still here, but I am going to say just real quickly that if anybody has issues with other resellers, please don't bring that to our lives. If that does happen, we will have to block you from our chat because I don't like the fact that people are feeling uncomfortable. I love everybody that supports us. You guys mean everything to me, so let's just make sure we do that. I don't know exactly what is going on. I'm going to clarify that with her, make sure that for next week she can come to our thrifts because she's so fun to have with our.
Yeah. All right.
So. All of us resell, yeah, it could be. We should do like an official study. Are all reseller girls tiny? I don't know. And now I want cookies. Yeah. So basically, go get cookies as a reward for sitting through this entire live. Go do that.
Or have pie if you have leftover pie from yesterday. From Pie Day.
That is true. So Adriana, I will send you the offer and Glam Chick, make sure that you message me on Instagram and we will connect. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Watch our video tomorrow. It's going to be really fun. We're going to spend lots of time on it tonight and probably not go to bed. So
I'm going to be awake until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Finishing this video.
Yeah, Jill, yes, that is true. That should be our merch.
I already have the perfect merch idea.
I feel like reseller girls are hot. It's great. Anyways. Okay. We will
I have a better one. It's so good. So good for merch. I'm so excited for it. We need to get there first.
Bye, guys. Bye, Red Jamie. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
As we can't end it. That's too funny.